There's a lesson here.
And that lesson is that white Protestants will kill minorities who gain power because it's in their nature. So in the first episode of season 4, we're basically hit with the main meaning of the episode.
I guess I gotta learn how to live in the moment a little more. Oh boy, so you actually learned something today? What is this, Full House? I was living in the moment all day and it kept getting me killed by Nazis. I think you have to think ahead and live in the moment.
That's cool and all, but we're overlooking something obvious from both Rick and Morty's stories that when combined, give some gruesome symbolism. Let's start with Rick's journey. After Rick is killed by Morty's selfishness, we follow him being tossed from reality to reality in cloned bodies of Rick from other universes. The strange catch for these resurrections is that every one of them is under a fascist regime. It's not until Rick finds himself in the Wasp universe where he finds a universe without this problem.
Hail Wasp Hitler? What? What the f***? Where's that coming from?
After Rick explains his situation, Wasp Rick describes how naturally evil the actions of the Wasp are.
We eat our prey alive, and when we don't, we lay our eggs in their eyeballs so that our young can feast on their brains when they hatch. When you're born that big an asshole, the least you can do is have a little empathy.
Now you would think that the joke is that such a violent creature is the most empathetic, but it's actually a direct social commentary on the perspective of most white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, or WASP. I mean, they could have chosen anything. Scorpion, tarantula, black mamba, but they chose the wasp, the one type of creature with a name connected to a racial group. When we get to the dinner table, the signs are all too clear. We see the family devouring Mr. Goldenfold while he's screaming out in pain.
Oh God, kill me! Please kill me!
Even eating his children.
Run! Run, my baby!
Bonus!
So basically, these white people are enjoying themselves while a black person writhes in agony and finding no remorse nor empathy towards their pain, all because it's how the world is.
We're wasps, not monsters.
Yeah, only to other wasps. Anyone else? Screw them. You gotta eat, right? So just chow down while they suffer out loud, going on about your trivial evening plans.
Me and my friends want to fly around and look for something to sting tonight.
Be careful not to waste all your venom.
I'm not a bee, Dad.
From the point of view of non-wasps in this universe, wasps can be seen just as cruel as the fascist Rick killed himself to escape. But it's okay because the facade of good meaning to other wasps, aka the dominant power in this world, makes it better. Like diet fascism. We can see how this is quite the metaphor for the white majority in America, and while Rick is learning that, Morty was off getting a secondhand experience of the minority struggles in America with Hologram Rick. So, Hologram Rick is basically the representation of American minorities and their quest for basic acceptance. We see Hologram Rick feel like he's treated as an inferior being and not deemed real because he's not a solid entity.
I'm a crisis detection and correction hologram generated by a chip that real Rick put in your spine. Real in quotes because calling density privileged entities real is incredibly holophobic.
This mirrors the treatment of black, brown, and indigenous people throughout all American history. And come on, fried chicken, hit the nail on the head with that one.
Why are you pretending to eat chicken? Excuse me? This chicken is quite real to me.
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't have...
Nutrients?
Yeah.
What's the last thing you ate?
Bologna and an orange?
So, no holographic foods? So to me, you never ate? Or we could try respecting each other.
Heck, Hologram Rick is literally protesting Morty to do what's right, while Morty ignores him for his own gain, showing that he won't do what's right unless it benefits him. Basically, every equal rights march ever. It gets to the point where Hologram Rick is being portrayed as overly sensitive, taking offense to everything regarded as real as only being solid.
What? That is some AI racist accusatory Isaac Asimov bullshit right there.
And once we see Hologram Rick gain the ability to become solid, he grows and becomes vengeful, stating he was just lying to himself about being proud to be a hologram.
What the f***? I thought you were proud to be a hologram!
That's because I had to be one.
So, solidity equals privilege. And once those created without privilege gets privilege, what do? Apparently attack, which fuels the fear of accepting minorities' rise to power in any way for fear of retaliation. Wasperick then kills him with what he claims is his nature.
We lay our eggs in their eyeballs so that our young can feast on their brains when they hatch.
So what was the lesson again? If the oppressed get power, white Protestants, by nature, will destroy them. They will blind them and use the power they gained as sustenance for their own young.
I ain't better than shit, Jack.